Hi guys, it's Hexen, and I'm back with another video. As you can probably tell, I have makeup on. I know it looks really shitty, but that's kind of what I do when I'm bored. And after spending time doing my makeup, I decided, why not do a video? So I wanted to do the manga tag for a while, and I mean, if I'm not doing anything, I might as well do it, right? So I got this idea from a few people, but the main person was from AloofDragons. I'll put the link to her video where she did this tag and made it down below. Most of the questions will be from her, but I did add just a little bit of my own, and I changed the questions a bit just to make it more towards me, I guess. Anyways, if I'm looking down a lot, it's just because there are 14 questions and I want to be able to read them and not forget any. So I have a little note. Anyways, I might as well get started. Question number 1. What are you currently reading? Currently I'm reading b.ichi. It's not too bad so far. I'll probably finish, maybe I'll finish this tonight actually. Might finish this tonight, think it over, and I might do first impressions on it, just because I know that not a lot of people have read this. And I mean, it's not amazing so far, but it's actually not that bad. So I might do a review on that. Well, first impressions and review. Anyways, question 2. Do you have a guilty pleasure manga? It's not really guilt as in like a dirty one, but Merman in My Tub. I kind of feel a little guilty about liking this just because there is no real plot to it. It's just like a cutesy little, like, there's no real plot behind any of it. It's just kind of stupidness for the most part, and it's more of a pick-me-up. And I'm probably going to be picking me up some more of these because this was kind of cute in a way that I'm not normally used to. And I believe there's more. And my soul is screaming for more because my manga addiction. Anyways, question number 3. Have you ever cried while reading a manga, and if so, what volume? You know, if you can remember. I have cried for a lot of manga and books and anime, but I'm just going to show you 2 volumes that I remember the most that made me cry the most. So the first one is volume 4 of Inu Exbuko SS. Oh, did this one make me cry. And March Story, volume 5, final volume. So much sadness. I cried because of sadness, but I also cried because the ending was slightly beautiful and slightly like tear-jerkingly beautiful and like sad. Cats, don't eat the books. My cat is attempting to eat my manga that I have to put on the floor. Do not eat. Bad. She doesn't really listen. Okay, what is a manga you like in a genre you don't normally read? I just did that one. Oh no, I didn't. That's question number 4 that I did not just tell you. Kiss of the Rose Princess. I'm not normally into like the magical girl one or anything like that, but this one was actually done in a way that I kind of like, or at least from what I remember. I'm probably going to reread the 4 volumes I have of it just to see if I still like it. If I do, I'll be continuing it. Okay, pick seinen, shojo, or shonen. Shonen just because I read a lot more shonen, like Shonen Jump and stuff like that. I think that's pretty much half of my collection is Shonen Jump. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that. What is your favorite manga world and why? My favorite manga world would be the world of number 6, just because it's in the future, and not a lot of the manga that I have is set in like a completely different world, and like where there are like demons and stuff like that. They're not known to normal humans, so it's still essentially like Earth, and everything's normal. There's nothing different for the humans. So number 6 is the only one where a lot of things change, and like there's really good healthcare, and I just think it'd be interesting to live in that world, other than, you know, all the shady shit that happens there. Okay. And number 7 is one that I kind of added. What manga world would you want to live in and why? I kind of want to live in the world of D.Gray-Man just because I would want to see what weapon I would get if I was an accommodator for Innocence. And there's Patches trying to steal my spotlight again. She's pretty good at that. Anyways, I just think it'd be kind of interesting if I was an accommodator, just to try to find out like what weapon I would get. And if I'd be useful in a fight. Let's hope I'd be useful in a fight. Question 7, most underrated series you own. I'm not really sure if it's underrated, but I don't see it a lot. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this in anybody else's collection. Flame of Recca. I only have the first 3 volumes, and I have yet to start it, but I will soon. And I hope that it's not a letdown. But, I mean, if it is, it was only 3 cheap volumes. Okay, question 9. What is a series you want to collect the most? The one that I want to collect the most is Fruits Basket, just because, like many, I guess, it was the first one that really started me off. So I would like to finish collecting it in both the single Tokyo Pop ones and the collector's editions. Question number 10. What series have you started and want to finish collecting the most? Dragon Drive, I have not started reading it, but I started collecting it. I have all of them except for the final volume, and the final volume is being so difficult to get. But I'm gonna hold off reading it until I somehow manage to get the 14th volume. What series do you own that you regret buying? I regret getting this so much just because I thought it was actually going to be a love story, because I have nothing against yaoi or yuri, but I would like it if it was actually a story and not just like a cute little beginning and all of a sudden it's just like I'm not good with that. I want a manga with an actual story. Okay. Question number 12. Do you have a favorite spine aesthetic? And for me, it would have to be number 6 again, just because my eyes immediately go to the spines. They're all different colored, but they still have the same like little band thing, and your eyes immediately go to it, or at least for me. I think that's just because I don't have a lot of colorful spines, but this is definitely the most aesthetically pleasing to me. Okay, question number 13. What is your favorite and least favorite covers? For me, my least favorite would have to be Ouran High School Host Club, just because I cannot stand the eyes. Like, I really, really loved the anime, and that was the reason why I wanted to start the manga, but I can't get over how large her eyes are, and it's kind of stopping me from reading it. I know that makes me sound really bad. I'm sorry. And my favorite cover art is Tokyo Ghoul. I do love all of them, but I love this one most just because of the way that they did it. There are probably like better done ones, like in other people's opinions, but in mine, just like everything that went down in this volume and then the cover that they did for it was pretty beautiful. And my last question, question number 14. Underrated series on your shelf that you are most looking forward to reading. Again, I'm not sure if it's underrated, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody with this on their shelf. Kakashi, I have first 25 now, I believe. So I'm missing the last 10, and I'm waiting to read it till I have them all because I'm a bad little chicken. But I really can't wait to read it because it looks really good. It sounds really good, and I have read the first chapter, and the art is good, so I know I'll be able to read it from that. Anyways, that is it for the manga tag. I don't really know anybody else to tag, so can tag yourself if any of these questions kind of speak to you. If not, I'm sorry. Hi, Patches. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. You guys stay awesome.